Nothing is more stressful than a sales page that doesn't sell. So if you need to troubleshoot a broken or poor performing page, stick around. Hi, I'm Paige from the ImpactCopywriter.com, and I write sales pages for a living. Today I'm sharing the proven process I use to write pages that have helped my clients boost immediate launch revenue by 165% in 7 days, increase new trials by 366% in 2 weeks, and bring in a whopping $150,000 in course sales in 2.5 days. Let's get started. Step 0, rule out the easy stuff. Before diving into deeper issues, I check for easy to fix tech and traffic problems. Is the checkout working properly? Can visitors actually make a purchase? You'd be surprised how easy it is to leave a checkout in testing mode, or have a product that's listed as out of stock by mistake. If yes, then does the page have enough visitors yet? 100 visitors or so is too few to start making sweeping assumptions about performance. I like to see at least a couple hundred visitors for a page before I conclude that the page isn't working. Once I've ruled out tech and traffic volume issues, I start looking for deeper sales page strategy and messaging problems. Naturally, step 1 starts with the research. For sales pages specifically, I collect on-page analytical data and voice of customer data. On-page analytics like Hotjar heat maps and recordings help me better understand how prospects interact on the page. And voice of customer data helps me get a clearer picture of the context around why prospects buy. I typically look at sources like Hotjar heat maps and recordings, on-page support chats if you're using a tool like Drift, support tickets, emails or DMs where you're having those pre-sales conversations, non-buyer surveys, customer discovery surveys and interviews, competitor messaging audits, competitor offer audits, product reviews for competing or alternative solutions, and other online conversations that I find in relevant Facebook groups, forums, or even in blog post comment sections. As I research, I'm asking questions that help me better understand ideal buyer behavior, like what problems or outcomes motivate this buyer? What solutions are they considering? What solutions have they tried? And where are those solutions falling short? What concerns, hesitations, or objections do they have about our solution or others, and other details? I record any relevant data as well as my observations and ideas during the research phase in an insights document and a voice of customer spreadsheet. This way, I can refer back to what I found when I start making optimization decisions. With this full spectrum of research complete, I have a more grounded understanding of buyer behavior that's based on real people and real experiences, not guesses and assumptions, which will make my decisions much more reliable. Step number 2 is the audit. I analyze the existing sales page against 2 core things: insights collected from the research phase and copywriting best practices, which include proven formulas, frameworks, and writing techniques. During my audit, I ask questions like, does the page follow a proven persuasion framework? Is it written for the right stage of awareness? Is the offer presented in the best possible light? Has the copy addressed conversion blocking hesitations? Is there a clearly defined value proposition? And does that value proposition align with what buyers care about most? Keep in mind, this is not even close to an exhaustive list of what I analyze in the auditing phase. There is a lot that goes into engineering a high converting sales page, which is why it pays off to invest in copywriting training for you or your team, or to partner with a conversion copywriter who already has this expertise. Now, with my audit complete, I move on to step 3, making my hypotheses. Armed with the research from step 1 and the audit insights from step 2, I'm now in a solid place to make a data-inspired plan for what needs to change to improve conversions. Using all the insights from earlier phases, I make a simple checklist of everything I intend to do or change for the next version of the sales page, and I pull in actual data to support my decisions. Let's look at a quick example. In a recent project, I was analyzing an underperforming page for a client. I had already conducted the research, so I understood what motivated her ideal customers. And with that understanding, I spotted an issue with the value proposition. Now, if you didn't already know, the value proposition is crucial because it serves as the core thesis for a sales page. As in, it's the big idea the whole page is built on. My client's original value proposition stated, "Power glide through the leadership glass ceiling." Here's why that was problematic. Number 1, it was clever but not clear enough to have any real meaning for our ideal customer. Number 2, it didn't align with the primary outcome the audience was looking for. And number 3, it didn't reflect the core unique selling point that made my client uber relevant to her audience. So I added rework value proposition, among other issues, to my optimization plan. With my plan in hand, the 4th and final step is to write a new version of the page and then test it. Let's hop back to our value proposition example. Using the ideal customer insights I found, I proposed this new rewrite to my client. Become a confident leader people trust and respect with the only executive presence training designed exclusively for women in tech. Here's why that version works better for ideal customers. 1, it aligns with the outcome this audience cares about most, becoming a confident leader. 2, it states the outcome clearly. 3, it also connects with the prospect's deeper social desire to be trusted and respected at work. And 4, it weaves in my client's most important USP, a major detail that helps this offer stand out from competitors. The best part is, because this value proposition is based on voice of customer insights, both my client and I were infinitely more confident that it would connect with her ideal customers. That's it. End of process. What's great about this approach is it removes the risk associated with guessing, meaning I have more confidence that the messaging I use will resonate with ideal customers, resulting in more purchases. That's because the decisions I make are based on data from real people and real experiences. This is simply a more reliable way to write sales pages that sell. Before I go, a friendly word of warning. The biggest and most tempting mistake business owners, marketers, and even newer copywriters make is this: skipping the research. My friend, do your research, because that data is where you'll find and formulate the answers to your performance problems. Thanks for watching. And as always, when you need a skilled and reliable conversion copywriter to help you reach growth goals, come see me over at theimpactcopywriter.com.